What's going on, everybody? Welcome to our channel where we are just traveling for fun, sharing our experiences with you guys, and just throwing some inspiration to make it possible that everybody can travel and live a life of happiness. So today we are answering the most asked question of what is in my camera bag for some of the cool videos that I have made. I'm just kidding, nobody has ever asked me this question, but I'm gonna show you guys anyways what's in my camera bag, and without further ado, show you what's in my bag. So I started out with this OGO Red Bull Signature Series bag. This backpack is just super awesome. I've had it for like over 5 years now, and it just has so many cool little pockets in there. Everything I'm about to show you guys fits in this backpack, and it is kind of full. It gets the job done. It's what I have to work with, and it holds everything like absolutely perfectly for all the stuff I have right now. If I got like one more thing, this thing would just burst open and I have to get a new backpack. But for now, this one works perfect and it's awesome. So what's next? What camera do I have? Well, let me show you. Hold on. All right, I have the GH5. And this camera is a beast. This thing is my first mirrorless camera, and it's everything that I could have ever have wanted. I normally just used a GoPro and my phone, but this is absolutely amazing. Yeah, the GH5, it does 4K 60 frames a second, which is awesome. It's usually what I shoot most of my things in. It also does buttery smooth 120 frames a second. I also shoot a lot of slow-mo, and this has had no problems with that. It's been so perfect with that. I have 2 batteries, and like I said, if I'm out shooting like all day, it generally pretty much I only use just the 1 battery. But I will bring a second one just in case, because you know, you don't want to look like that guy that runs out of battery. So yeah, GH5, awesome camera, and I would get it again if I had some money. So the lens that I use on the GH5 that I pretty much never take off of it is the Lumix 12-35 f2.8. It almost like never leaves my camera. It always stays on it. It just has such a broad range for traveling around. It can zoom in quite a bit. It just does everything so perfect. Awesome go-to lens for just about anything. So the second lens I have is this Olympus 7-14 2.8. And this is for those like ultra wide angles. And this lens is also just a beast. This is just amazing. It's weatherproof. I've had no issues with any autofocusing thing, and the manual focus ring is so smooth on this. This is a super awesome lens to use. So along with the lenses, you also are going to need some filters. So this one is an adjustable ND filter, which I got off Amazon, and this one's really nice. So you can actually adjust the density of the filter. It's really nice because then, you know, some days it's just blaring sun, and then some days it's kind of pretty mellow and cloudy, and this kind of covers both ranges of it. So it's super nice. Always carry this with me. So another filter you guys can get is a polarizer filter. This thing is really nice. It's the same thing as like a polarized sunglass. Kind of reduces that glare if you're shooting a lot of water things with the sun kind of beating off that water at that weird angle. This will really help to kind of get rid of that. So also this is in my bag. So when I'm traveling and you know, if I'm going to a different place or whatnot, I usually put my camera in, I got this like little soft neoprene looking thing off Amazon, and it's again when I'm like not using my camera, if it's in the backpack and I'm traveling for quite some time, I just don't want it banging around so much, and this is really nice to help protect it. And same thing with the lenses. I got these Amazon basic ones from Amazon, and the inside is just super fuzzy and soft, and it keeps the lenses, you know, from clanking around and whatnot. So I would definitely suggest to get one of these or some of these for all your lenses and for your camera. Just like when you're transporting stuff, it just doesn't clank around. So, and then for my audio, I have the Rode VideoMic Pro, and the thing is just awesome. It just picks up every sound that you can possibly want, And it also comes, or you can buy this little muffy puffy thing. It's supposed to be for like wind reduction. And I have to say that I have not used this yet. And I've been outside, we're in Hawaii right now, and it's pretty windy here. And it does a great job of the little foam that's around it already. Like I said, it does a great job with already kind of reducing that wind. So yeah, Rode mic, that's my go-to audio. The thing is just awesome, killer sound. It's what I'm using right now. And it has a little, I don't know what you want to call it, like a little gyro thing on there. So that way, like if you're running around, if you're on like a stabilizer, that kind of like gyrates itself so it doesn't hit or make noise on like the plastic that it's attached to. So killer mic, it's awesome, and it's in my bag. We are blazing through this stuff. The other camera I have that is in my bag that never leaves it is the GoPro. I have the Hero 6, and this thing comes with me every single place I go to. As you guys know, I mean, it's waterproof. This thing is pretty indestructible, and this thing gets some killer POV shots. It has a super ultra wide angle. And on the Hero 6, there's like a function where you can, under one of the settings, you can choose like a linear view. So you don't have that super wide angle fisheye look. You can have that normal, you know, square style look. Along with that, I have the bite mount, and this thing also comes with me everywhere I go. It has a little floaty piece on here. You know, you put your GoPro in, prepare them off. You can get the perfect POV shots, and I like it a lot better than the head strap, because if you're like moving around actually doing things, that head strap, I feel like it kind of like can fall off a little bit, you know, compared to this bite mount. Like, it's in there, so wherever you set it to, it's going to be there, and it follows you around perfectly. Or if you like to cliff jump, you know, the head strap would just fly off if you're cliff jumping. So, you know, with this in your mouth, really easy for a lot of water activities. So this is what I use, and every time. I have 3 batteries total, but I'll pretty much just travel with 2 batteries. So yeah, like if I'm out swimming or something, usually like for the whole day, I can get away with just the 1 battery. But like I said, you never know. You always got to have that backup just in case. Or, you know, if you're out snorkeling and like never ever turn off your GoPro, so, or ever stop recording your GoPro, you'll probably go through 2 batteries. But I'll generally like hit stop and record sometimes. Like if you don't see anything cool, you don't need to record it. So yeah, usually 1 battery lasts for me, but I will bring an extra one just in case. I will also bring just a little tool kit, you know, a little screwdriver for anything, a couple little Allen wrenches and little pieces that might break for the stabilizer. Just because you never know, you don't want to be that guy that kind of has something break if you're out actually shooting something, and you know, I'm always able to fix something. I'll also bring a little spare battery for the mic if that dies, because like I said, you know, you don't want to be that guy that if something dies and you're out somewhere, you just don't want to look stupid. So I think the saying is, expect the best and prepare for the worst. Yeah, that kind of sounds, I think that sounds right. So yeah, just be prepared for all the stuff. If something does go wrong, you know, you're able to fix it and continue filming. So I also have this Joby Gorilla Pod thing, and these are super nice. It's kind of like, you know, if you don't have a tripod, this is really nice. It's like that, I don't know, you have like your tripod for like the really tall shots, and then for anything like really random or just a really weird angle, or if it needs to sit on something really weird, or, you know,
tell them the story about the
wrap your arm around it. This is perfect for that. You can put your camera anywhere. So yeah, this thing is super flexible. This thing's kind of doing the splits. Like that would hurt if I tried to do that. So yeah, this thing, it's in my bag. Great tool to have. So since we're talking about great tools to have, you need to have this. And what is this, you're asking? This is a high-powered 10,000 kilowatt laser. Never leaves my sight. Always. I bring it everywhere I go. Let's see if you can. Yeah. Look at that thing. It's like lighting up the entire wall. And you just never know when you, I don't know, I'm a guy and you, I don't know, just really, there's no need for this, but it's so cool to have. and I bring this thing everywhere. Really quick story, we went to Havasu Pai, and it's like a 10-mile hike to go down there, and you camp for, a few days. And just like laying down in my tent, little screen doors open, and there's other people around, like we're in a campground, and out of nowhere, like I'm just laying down, staring up at the sky, and I see this red beam just come through my tent, and I'm like, the heck, like somebody else has a laser. So like my inner child, of course, is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna find this kid, and I am gonna with this laser. So I stand up from the tent, and I like find out where this laser's coming from, and I finally pinpoint it, and so I grab this thing and give him a little bam, bam. And as soon as because at nighttime, it's just a straight purple beam, like you can actually see the beam. And as soon as you shine this thing, the kid with the laser light just screams out like, whoa, what is that? And it was just so funny. And then it was a kid. So like I continued to shine it like right at him, and his dad was yelling at the kid to stop and put his laser away because this laser was way better. So always bring this laser wherever you go. I feel like that was a long story, but it was pretty funny. They actually give you glasses to wear with this thing, because when it's fully charged, it can, burn your hand or light a piece of paper on fire or pop balloons. I've tried that before. Check out my balloon video. Where I blew up 1,700 balloons for Christina's birthday. And yeah, this thing will pop the balloons. I'm spending a lot of time about this, but it's worth it. It's so much fun to have. So yeah, the enjoyment out of this is just superb. I love that laser. I can't get over it. I love it. It's my favorite thing ever. Yeah. Back to some camera stuff. So for my stabilizer, I have the Flycam Red King, and this is my first stabilizer, and I went with this one because it was a little bit cheaper than the GlideCam ones. This was $200 compared to, $500 to $800, and this one is amazing. It's so easy to set up, and like I said, when I'm traveling, I kind of need something that's kind of rugged. I can just toss around, throw around, and not have to worry about damaging it, and this does the job. And it's just so nice. It's, all of these little things can pop off and fold off. This part will unscrew from here. Same thing with this head, can unscrew from here. So you can kind of take it apart and travel with it. So what I'll do with this is I will unscrew the leg from the bottom weight parts, and I will put it through this top piece. So it'll pretty much hang right here. And I have all my stuff in my backpack. It will just pretty much, if you can see that, it'll hang just like that, and then that's how I carry it. And like I said, it's rugged, and this thing does the job. It's perfect. You can get some buttery smooth stabilized shots, and yeah, I love this thing. What is happening? What am I doing? Where am I at? What the F? All right, another question that so many people are asking is, Matt, how do you get so many cool, badass, epic drone shots? And what do you fly? What do you use? Mavic Pro. This thing is awesome. It is the perfect for traveling. It folds up so nice, and yeah, this thing is great. You get some really epic drone shots. I know the Mavic 2 came out, so maybe one day I can get that and try it out. But for now, Mavic Pro will work, and it does great. And for my drone, I have 3 batteries total, and I usually, so like when I'm out shooting, I'll generally only go through maybe like 2 batteries for the whole day. I'll bring a third one for that, like just in case, but the better I get at it, I know what shots I'm gonna take, I know what I'm gonna do even before I fly the drone. So I generally can get away with like using 1 battery almost for like the whole day. Generally, well, yeah, pretty much 1 battery, and then I'll go into the second one if I'm like shooting all day and doing like a whole day adventure. I'll dip into that second battery. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just 2 batteries, like for a day, we'll do the whole thing. But I will bring a third one for that just in case, like if I'm like, oh man, I do some really cool shots, or if something happens, or if I'm gonna film myself cliff jumping, you have to let it hover for a little bit because you jump, then takes you a while to swim back around and climb up to get your controller to take your drone down. So I'll bring 3, but I have only really went through 2 batteries with it. I will also bring some spare propeller blades because you never know if you crash. It could be a simple, easy fix of just swapping out a blade and you're back up in the air. I also invested in these kind of like these hard shell cases I bought off Amazon. This is one for the remote controller and this one is for the drone itself. And these are awesome. It just kind of, you know, goes right in there. It goes in my backpack. And like I said, I don't have to worry about anything. It's a pretty hard case. So you don't really have to worry about anything, you know, damaging your actual drone. So I highly suggest to get like a case, a harder case, and it's really small. It's like just barely bigger than the size of the drone, so it's perfect for the traveling size in your backpack. My favorite part is the dad hat. You always have to have the dad hat. It protects the sun, you look cool, you need the hat, man. So then if I'm not using the Joby Gorilla Pod, I'll use the tripod that I have that the GH5 is on right now. And I got it off Amazon. It was like $15. It's a super, super lightweight traveling tripod. I said it was like 15 bucks, I think. And I think it goes up to like 50, it sits like 50 inches tall, I think, as you can make it. And it's super awesome if you're into photography, want some long exposure stuff, if you're doing something like this, like a vlog style. It's just really something to hold your camera, and it folds up just super awesome and neat in this little carrying case. And it's perfect for traveling. I'll just like clip it on the outside of the backpack. So when I'm out filming, people will sometimes look at me really funny when they see a really bright green screen. And I just pretty much bought like these giant, like 4 cardboard little things from Walmart, and you just like fold them up, and I'm bringing it in my backpack everywhere I go, because you never know, like, I don't know, cool green screen shot could be just filmed anywhere. So I always bring just one with me, and you know, you could like tear a little piece off and you can put it in the water. It can really make for some cool transitions. All right guys, so that is everything that I bring from my camera bag when I go out filming. If I'm going up a hike, going to a waterfall, just doing pretty much anything, I'll bring these things every time. It all fits in my backpack and it's just perfect, and it's what I got for right now. It works for me. And yeah, hopefully you guys can, you know, maybe pick up on one of these things and add it to your camera bag. And yeah, I hope you guys keep on traveling, and like and subscribe. I have a really cool Hawaii video coming out, so stay tuned and keep on adventuring.